Hello everyone, it's Lily, and it's that time of year again where people start saying New Year, New Me. So I thought, what better way to celebrate that mentality than to do New Year, New Wuootrmeln. So I'm redrawing Wuootrmeln in this video. And I think it was like 2 years ago I redrew my Wuootrmeln. He's like my first original character I made when I was 6, inspired by the show Fighting Foodons. And so he's like a little watermelon guy, and here he is. A couple years ago I redrew him, and he was very beautiful, just like the ultimate specimen, just like very defined muscles, just probably the best Wuootrmeln's ever looked in his life. But this year, I just wanted to show Wuootrmeln maybe when he's not working out for the bodybuilding competition. So I decided to draw him relaxing on a tropical beach with his, I don't know what kind of a drink this is, some sort of martini, with his drink and his umbrella, and just relaxing, taking it easy, because 2020 has been a difficult year on us all. And so I wanted to approach this drawing in more of a painterly style, because that's where I want to take my digital art. I'm gonna take it to the realm. Looks like it could be traditional, but surprise, it's actually digital. So I tried experimenting with some different brushes and a different kind of way to do drawing. So I started with my sketch layer, and I chose a nice blue to be the background and a nice blue to be my sketch. And I looked at references, of course, of people laying on the beach, umbrellas on the beach, towels, things like that, because it's so much easier to draw these things when you actually have a picture to look at. I wanted Wuootrmeln to be in a relaxed pose, kind of draw me like one of your French girls, or is it paint me like one of your French girls pose? And so he's just lounging there. And of course, I wanted him to be wearing some sunglasses because he is on a tropical beach. So after I had the sketch done, I started to paint the actual colors. And the way I did this kind of a style was I kept the sketch layer on top. I blocked in the major colors in the different areas underneath the sketch layer, right? And then I merged them all together, and then I started painting directly onto like one flat layer. However, I did keep the sky separate from the foreground and middle ground because I wanted to be able to manipulate the sky separately. And so that's like the one part of the drawing that wasn't done on one layer. So after I had all of the colors blocked in, I went in and I erased some of the sketch lines just because they were kind of cluttering things up, and I wanted to simplify it a bit. I wanted this style, rather than having a line art and color kind of a look to it, I wanted it to be more of a lineless kind of a drawing, with more attention to shape rather than lines. So yeah, I erased some of the lines, I merged the layers, and then I started adding some shading on top of the drawing, and I just really wanted to rough things in, get a sense of like an idea of where the sun is and how the shadows would be cast from where the sun is, and adding some texture into the sand and some, you know, just some blocking shading going on. And I've been into this real stylized kind of cloud look in the recent months, and so I wanted to add some of these clouds into the beautiful sky. And to save myself some time and effort, I just copied and duplicated the layers of the cloud so I could have a few clouds here and there, but I didn't have to keep drawing them. And after that was done, I actually started working on Wuootrmeln's face. So I started with his sunglasses, and I have a pair of these fake Ray-Ban sunglasses that are bright teal like this, and like on first thought I was like, oh, Wuootrmeln would definitely wear a pair of sunglasses like this. So I was looking up different sunglasses, and then I saw a pair of round ones that I really liked, and I was like, oh, maybe Wuootrmeln's a little bit funky, maybe he wants to wear some round sunglasses. And so I tried drawing those, but I thought he just looked a little bit weird. I don't know, I just couldn't get over the fact that it just looked off on him. I think he's a little bit more sassy. I don't know if he's so quirky to wear these kind of round sunglasses. Also right here, it looks like his eyeballs, the sunglasses is his eyeballs. I thought that was kind of funny. But you know what, I think maybe that kind of a design for characters could be interesting, so I might approach something like that in the future. Anyway, I worked a long time on these sunglasses, all to come to the realization of this is just not Wuootrmeln. He needs to have those blue sunglasses. So I cut the sunglasses from an earlier save of this drawing, and I just pasted them right on top of his face. And then I had to work through them again to make them look a little bit more refined. I added some shines into his sunglasses, and yeah, this way of drawing now, when I have the darker lines, I kind of build it up as a shape and then I add the lighter lines on top. It gives it a really nice, like, line artless, but there's a little bit of line art kind of style. I can't describe it so well. I'm sure there's probably a name for that, but I don't know. And after I just refined a lot of the shapes on his head and his arm, I started working on his drink, and this was probably, I think it was my favorite part of this whole drawing, other than his sunglasses. His sunglasses are like a close second. I really enjoyed that. But this glass was so fun. And I guess I don't typically say that about things that are liquid or clear because they're really, really hard to paint. But I feel like I got a pretty good, like, not quite super realistic, but like a stylized, realistic looking glass here. And after drawing his little fingers and the glass and everything, I wanted to work a little bit on the ocean, and I really enjoy the way I did the water in my Stormy print that's on my Etsy store. I enjoyed how those waves turned out, and I wanted to emulate something like that again. So I tried my best to kind of give this piece kind of waves like that other piece. I think it turned out alright. I think I was able to capture the gist of what I was going for. And of course, as I was working, I flipped the canvas to get a better sense of how things would look if they looked balanced, if it were flipped on the x-axis, the y, you know, if it was flipped horizontally. And so I fiddled some things around and got it looking more balanced, and yeah, so that's a pro tip. If you're drawing digitally, definitely flip it so you can see if it's balanced. Yeah, and then after refining just the beach towel and this umbrella, which I had a lot of fun adjusting this umbrella. I think my favorite part was actually the pole that was holding it up. It was just super satisfying to draw that for some reason, and I think it turned out really pretty. After I had all that done, I worked on just changing some of the colors up, and yeah, changing the color balance, the saturation, the hue. I wanted it to look a little bit more vibrant, a little bit more pop art-y. Yeah, just more colorful, and the palette to be, rather than like pink and blue and green, I wanted it to be more like lime green, turquoise, and kind of a magenta. And then I decided it was kind of missing something. And I thought it would be interesting to add some text into this, almost like it could be a postcard or a comic or something. And so immediately I thought of the greetings from blah blah blah, wish you were here, kind of a postcard. I just thought it would be, I don't know, maybe this is kind of weird, but I thought it would just be hilarious to say greetings from Wuootrmeln. Because it's like almost correct. He could be in Hawaii or something, and it could be like greetings from Hawaii. But I wanted this to be more mysterious, like you don't know where he is, but he is greeting you. So it says greetings from Wuootrmeln, wish you were here, and I just thought it was really silly. And I had a lot of fun trying different techniques out with this font, trying to make it look like something in a postcard. So a lot of these postcards, the city that it is saying, you know, greetings from whatever city, usually the text has like drawings of buildings or parks or places to go in the city that are like very iconic. And so I was kind of messing around with a few different pictures I had to try to get something similar, and I just ended up removing the textures and just adding a gradient, and I think that honestly looks the best. Anyway, here is the final piece. I think that it's super cute, and I liked giving Wuootrmeln a little relaxation time. Yeah, thank you so much for watching my video. I hope you have a great rest of your year. Happy New Year! And in 2021, I am going to be reformatting my videos just a bit, and I'm going to be changing my channel name. So that's something to look forward to and watch out for. Changing it to Lil Z Art, because I feel like it's you know, it's part of my name. It's kind of a play on my name, and I feel like it's more interesting and less generic than Lily does art. Anyway, yeah, thank you so much for watching this video. I hope you have a great rest of your week, and I will see you in my next video. Bye!